Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between to the Band of Misfits podcast, the show of controlled chaos we call our friendship. Seeing as you're hearing my melodious voice once again, podcast mom is away, so I expect that we will get off topic a lot.
To be fair, we don't even have a topic. Podcast mom isn't here, and none of us. So we always send out a group text at the beginning of the week, like, hey, what do people want to talk about on the podcast? I forgot to send out that group text until, yesterday. Speaking of which, we record these on Fridays, so I sent it out Thursday. I was like, and we never decided what topic we wanted to talk about, because I think I distracted everyone, because I had a psychology paper that I have to write over this weekend. And I needed y'all's help with it because I needed the paper said volunteer. I said
experiments A, B, and C.
Experiment A, B, and C. Because there's three people here. There's Shiota, who is experiment A, Muse, who is experiment B, and Latte, who is experiment C. So Shiota did this experiment 3 times. Muse did it twice, and Latte did it once. And so what the experiment was for my psychology class is in 2-minute intervals, these guys, one person at a time, would, for a 2-minute interval, we started with Shiota, would say random words. You couldn't say sentences, you couldn't say phrases, and you couldn't count, but you would just say words. And some words I would respond to. I would say, or good, or, keep going. And it was to see what it would cause the participant to do, what they would think I was saying, good to, and see if that would influence their answers. So you guys had fun.
It was interesting, I will admit.
Do you want to say what you thought I was about?
I mean, Muse, you go first.
No, all I was going to say is now I can't listen to the word normally now.
I've been trolling them since we did the experiment by going and it's been causing them to laugh. Muse, what did you think I was saying about? You shared your response earlier because I had to write it down.
Yeah, it was, at one point I was starting to say, monkeys, gorillas, humans, and I thought it was groupings of things. Not realizing what it actually was, and it got me very frustrated when all of a sudden, once I said Homo sapien, he didn't do the stupid
Wolf stopped responding, and you could hear the confusion, because she went, huh? So, Shiota, what do you think it was for?
I mean, I thought it was groupings as well. The words that we said corresponded with other words that we said. For me, I did words related to my job. So I was naming off produce, Campbell's, stall. But when I said stall, papaya, you stopped saying
When he was saying strawberries, cantaloupes, apples, oranges, and then he said papaya, and it was silence. And then he said store, and it was silence. And you could just hear the confusion. You could just sense the confusion because they were because literally for 5 words for both of them, I was like and then suddenly I wasn't saying it anymore. So what I was saying, what the experiment was to do was to see if me saying would influence their responses, and it did, because they thought it was groupings of items. It wasn't. I was to say and good about plural nouns. So whenever they said something that was a plural noun, strawberries, oranges, Campbell's, I said, mm-hmm. But when Chiyoda said store and papaya, I didn't say anything because it wasn't plural. And they did not catch on to it, which was awesome. I was so happy you didn't. I was really worried that you were going to start catching on to it, but then I realized when I was writing, because I had to write all their words down while they were saying them, when I realized for all three of you guys thought it was groupings of items, because literally it would just be groupings of items for each of you, because even Latte, at one point she listed off flowers and ingredients and stuff because she thought it was groupings of items.
I was so tempted to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I swear to God, I spelled every single word that they said. And that one, I swear to God, y'all made me spell the worst word. Let me pull up the words again. Because I swear, you tortured me with the words. And at first it started off fine. And then sovereign, chihuahuas, cantaloupe, deities,
Jin.
I mean, cantaloupe isn't that bad of a word.
When you have to type fast, it is.
Okay, fail.
Yeah, he cantaloupe with it.
There's like no words to describe how disappointed I feel right now with that joke. Like, no words.
Am I already on? Sorry, I am kind of distracted here.
Yes, we can hear the music.
Oh, sorry, let me turn it down. Oh yeah, see, this is a bad thing about him doing these chill ones, because like there's really not it's hard to figure out what to talk about exactly because we don't have a topic.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, my psychology experiment. I confused you guys even further because at the end I had to go through. At the end of each 2-minute interval, I had to go through and count the words that were plural, and I'd be like, okay, 5, 3, 15. And I didn't say what I was counting. I just said I was counting, and then I'd say the number I counted. And y'all's faces were so confused because you had no idea what I was counting, because I couldn't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want it to influence the experiment's results, so I couldn't tell you. It was great. So yeah, I have to write a 2 to 3 page paper on that, and I needed to get the information from you. The paper was actually assigned at the beginning of the week, but my professors, for some reason, had a tough time uploading things to Blackboard this week. Don't know why. One of my professors didn't upload our weekly assignments in PowerPoints and stuff until yesterday, which was nuts. But yeah, when I got the paper and it said you needed a volunteer, I was like, at first I was like, maybe I could get my roommate to do it. And then I was like, nah, the Misfits would have a great time with this. So I was reading what the experiment was for. I was like, oh my god, they'd have so much fun with this. So yeah, I asked on Thursday when I texted out and was like, hey, what do we want to do for the podcast Friday? I was like, by the way, I have a psychology experiment I need to do, an assignment, and I need volunteers. And I explained, I was like, it's just you saying words in 2-minute intervals. Super easy, super fun. And you guys were like, okay, sure.
Originally, it was supposed to be just Chiyoda, but after the second round, I was like, this is actually sounds like fun.
Yeah, originally the experiment, was supposed to be one person, but, like, I decided to bend it a bit, and so, yeah, Chiyoda did the first 3 rounds, then Muse did 2 rounds, and then Latte got on after I had finished explaining the experiment to them, and she was like, oh, what are you guys doing? And we were like, oh, we should do the experiment with her as well, so she did 1 round as well, which is good. I honestly liked doing it with 3 different people because it gives you a lot of different data.
Yeah.
So I found it far more interesting.
Yeah. What was the first word I started with? Because I was just trying. I know
Depression.
the second round.
Depression.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Depression. Because it caught both of us off guard. I could hear she would go, what?
No, because then the second word I was like slap, because he slapped his face.
Yeah, he face palmed and you went slap. Because he's face palmed. And you could hear the smack over his mic. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, it took me like 30 seconds to try and stop laughing while saying words.
Oh, no, you were trying to say words through laughter, because a few times I was like, what word did she say? I was like, I think she said this word. Because you're giggling. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, though. I knew you guys would have fun with it. I was like, I've got to do this with them, because they're going to have a blast.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, podcast mom isn't here. She wasn't feeling well, so she is resting. She's had a busy week, and yeah, on top of that, just wasn't feeling well, so she is resting right now.
Yeah.
Which is fine because that means we can go off the rails.
Yeah, I'm low-key expecting that we will.
Dude, whenever podcast mom isn't here, it is chaos. Pure chaos.
It depends on our moods.
That's true. The shipping episode went fine.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that.
Well, to be fair, it was shipping. And we made a list of ships we wanted to talk about. And we wanted to make sure we got to each of the ships. Speaking of which, go watch our Valentine's Day episode. It's super long. Like, super long. Like, really long. I think it was an hour and 40 or 50 minutes. It was almost 2 hours long. Which normally these podcasts are a little over an hour, about an hour.
Usually they're like, an hour and a half. Hour and a half.
About.
Yeah, they're about. Yeah. That's about the average time. But yeah, so it was quite long. It actually it beat out Pokemon, which was the other long one.
I still find it funny that Go has set the Pokemon Wall on fire by catching not just one legendary, 2 legendaries.
It makes no sense, though.
I don't give a damn.
But it makes no sense. How was he able to catch 2 legendaries?
Okay. Pokemon has stupid ways of classifying their Pokemon. Like, I would consider Pokemon like Arceus, Dialga, Palkia, Graventina, those kind of guys as like legendaries. Oh, even like mythical. Like they should make mythical like the god, like the almighty Jesus of Pokemon, and legendaries as like really hard to find.
So you're saying there's different classes of legendaries?
Yeah, because
you can divide them in, like the ones that you won't be able to catch, and then the ones like that Go can catch.
Yeah, because Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, which spoiler Go does catch. No one's gonna cry over it because some 10-year-old is controlling a deity. But if someone catches a Groudon or even a flipping Kyogre, then it's yes. So they're essentially regular Pokemon, just very rare to find.
I agree with that. It's like in the Pokemon games how you have the legendary that the game is based around, and then you have the side legendary, which is the trio.
Yeah.
Like, for Sinnoh, it was Mesprit, Uxie, and Azelf, which those 3 on their own aren't going to do anything. But if you've got Dialga or Palkia or Garantina, like, that end of the world. And then, yes, Suicune, Entei, and
like owning a flipping Suicune, that's not going to have any backlash. But if you catch like the flipping god of the Pokemon universe, that's gonna have some backlash.
Yes. I can agree with that statement. That actually it makes a little
So
more sense.
that's why. So that's why I'm not as salty that Go caught Suicune, because no one's gonna give a flipping snickerdoodle about a 10-year-old.
I've never heard that.
I've never heard you say snickerdoodle before.
No one is going to flip out if a 10-year-old owns a Suicune, because it's, again, like, Suicune in the grand scheme of things isn't that important. Now, if we caught, like, Garantina or Palkia, then we would have a problem.
Yes. That would be a huge problem. That'd be a ginormous problem.
Okay, Go does catch Eternatus, but that had to be caught. Because it was an endangerment.
No, that's true. Does it kind of follow like the game storyline where Eternatus kind of like tries to destroy everything?
So, Pokemon Journeys, the fourth part of it, just released today. I watched like 4 episodes earlier. In the 4 parts, there was like a 6-episode like special on the Gallo storyline. I don't know yet, but from what I understand, kind of.
Okay.
Like, it's loosely based.
I mean, it makes sense. And so Eternatus, yeah. And the game does try to destroy things, and it would make sense that he had to catch it for like the good of the people and stuff.
Yeah, like those memes that you see about like a 10-year-old capturing Arceus, the flipping god of the Pokemon universe. I mean, like, they need to figure out. They need to like reorganize their legendaries, because some of it is a bunch of BS.
Yeah, they're legendary, but they're not like deities.
Yeah,
so there's different classes. Just like there's different evolutions of Pokemon, there's different classes of legendaries.
Yeah, like the one person that Ash fought in, I want to say, Sinnoh, in the Sinnoh League, had a Darkrai. Darkrai I wouldn't count as a deity. It's just an extremely rare Pokemon because it hides in shadows. Or Latios. Or Latios. Or Articuno.
I can argue about Darkrai.
Dude, I could make an argument about Darkrai, Latios, and Latios, but at the same time, for God's sakes, in the Sinnoh, what is it, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah.
The guy, when Ash is trying to battle the Elite Four, one of the guy who beats him pulls out a Darkrai in the middle of the battle. Like, what the heck? That, like, blew up my child brain. I was like, how does he have a Darkrai?
Okay, but how old were you then?
That's a good question. I don't remember. It was whenever the show was on TV.
Because, again, Darkrai, in the grand scheme of things, isn't as important as, say, Kyogre or Groudon.
No, Darkrai isn't. Neither are Latios and Latios. When I was younger, though, I did think the Pokemon were far more important than they were. So, that's why it, like, blew my child.
No, they literally... Latios and Latios literally do nothing. Which, don't get me wrong, I love...
They saved the town! Latios sacrificed himself to save the town.
You can have like a guardian deity, but it doesn't actually make them a deity.
No, yeah. I'll say, for God's sakes, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we just ride around the map on their backs, which is honestly that was super cool.
It was, but that's literally all they do.
Yes,
it's not like if Latios is killed, the universe collapses.
No. However, if like Rayquaza or Dialga were killed,
yeah. Well, here, okay.
Maybe not Rayquaza because he's like space snake.
Yeah, he's an interesting one because, like, you can make the argument with him that he is sort of a deity of sorts because he keeps Groudon and Kyogre from throwing hands.
From acting like toddlers.
Yes. So you can kind of make a argument with him. But for sure, Kyogre and Groudon are
far more powerful.
Yeah. Well,
it represents Earth and water, so I mean, we're kind of screwed. If the Earth goes away, we're screwed. And if the water takes over, we're screwed. And if the water goes away, we're also screwed.
Yeah, which is also a reason why I find the classification that Tavali
I'd like to just point out briefly, if you hear barking in the background, so my roommate got a emotional support dog a few weeks ago. He is a puppy. He is currently, when they got him, he was 8 weeks old. He is currently 10 and a half weeks, I believe. 10 weeks today, I think, actually. He is a very attention-needy little puppy. So if you're him barking in the background, that's him trying to get attention while my roommate is trying to cook dinner. Also, that's him trying to get another meal while my roommate is trying to cook dinner. Because he is such a pig. He will keep eating and eating and eating. They actually, when they give him his meals, they give him a tiny bit, and then they wait till he finishes it, give him a tiny bit more, wait till he finishes it, and give him the rest. They have to divide it up so he doesn't eat too fast and make himself sick.
They should get that special bowl where it's like you pour food into it like a maze. It slows.
He's one of those dogs that's going to pick up the bowl and flip it upside down. He'll outsmart it. For Maya ate too fast. Maya's still my favorite, by the way. As cute as Dingy is, that's his name. As cute and adorable as Dingy is, and as happy as I am that there's a puppy here and I can pet him every single day, as happy as that makes me, Maya's still my baby. Maya's still my favorite. She's at home. I will get to see her hopefully in a few weeks when I go home, briefly.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, when Maya was a puppy, so puppies that are born into large litters especially eat really, really fast because they're used to having to fight for their food. And so Benji was in a litter of 6, and Maya was in a litter of, I believe, 4 or 5. So for her, we didn't get the bowl. There was this like round thing, you put the food into it and the dog hits it and it like spills food on the floor. She loved the hell out of that. Oh my god, she thought it was a giant toy. She learned how to hit that thing so hard it went flying. I'm not kidding. It would go flying like 10 feet across our kitchen, and she'd run after it and lick up all the food it dropped. She loved that thing. Actually, it killed us when she had gotten to the point where she was eating slow enough we could switch her back to a bowl. Because she was so sad. She literally, the first night that we put her food down in the bowl, she just kind of stood there, looked at it, and then looked at her toy, went over and nudged the toy a little bit to see it, and we were like, there's no food in there, and then she went over to her bowl, and she went over back to her bowl, looked at it, and looked at us like, what? It killed us. She looked so sad. We were like, I'm sorry, but you eat slow enough now, you don't need the toy. She got used to it. She got used to eating out of bowl now.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was not happy with us for a few days.
Maybe try the toy with Benji.
Yeah. I think if the whole dividing his meals thing doesn't work, and if he does wind up getting sick, which he hasn't yet, so I think it is working. But if they want to change their mind, like I suggested it to them, I told them about how we did it for Maya, and so they're like keeping it in the back of their mind just in case. Because it's one of those things that would just be easy. The only issue with that is we're kind of worried he would get food and it would like go under the TV stand, and he's not going to be able to get it. Is the unfortunate thing. If it goes under the TV stand, he's not going to be able to get it. So we're kind of worried. I don't like send food somewhere that he won't be able to get, and then he'll try to cause chaos trying to get to it.
Yeah.
But so far the bowl method seems to be working fine.
Mm-hmm. Don't mind me, I'm eating a cookie.
Mm-hmm. It looks good.
It's chewy Chips Ahoy's, because I can't bite down on hard cookies that easily, so when they're nice and soft, I can eat them.
Oh my god.
I don't actually like Chips Ahoy, though. I've never liked Chips Ahoy. I don't know why. They're just so powdery.
I haven't had chewy Chips Ahoy cookies in a while. They are really good.
I don't think I've really heard of chewy chips, but like I've heard of them, but I've never actually seen them.
Yeah. Funny story. At my school, we have our bookstore that also sells food, and one of my suite mates, she works there, and they were about to throw out all of these snacks because they were like a couple days away from their expiration date, even though like with an expiration date they can last.
It's kind of a suggestion.
Yeah, it's more like Best By, meaning like sell by dates versus actual expiration dates. So my suite mate was like, let me take all these. So she got them, and Wolf, I think you might have some of these, but it's like a giant container bin that you bring to school. I don't know if you used any for packing up.
No, I did. I have them. Actually, they're in my closet right now because my parents refused to take them back with them.
Yeah, imagine 4 of those just full of snacks.
Can I go visit you?
We're down to 1 bin.
Can I have that bin?
Trust me, half the snacks now are the ones that nobody wants. I'm just lucky I found a couple that I like, because now we're at a point where it's like these awful vegan type Cheeto chips.
Yeah, by the way, not hating on any vegans, but in terms of snacks, we don't really care for vegan snacks. They do have good pizza though.
Yeah, like I can make a lot of really good vegan, vegetarian style dishes, because I really like, for instance, I really like tofu now. So I make a decent amount of Italian or Asian dishes that use tofu. So I do like that style. I pretty much cut beef out of my diet now, and pork. I don't eat those much. Yeah, so I'm on poultry and seafood if I eat any meat.
Yeah, my family, whenever I eat like stir fry, I just like vegetarian stir fry. I can't stand if it has, I don't know why, but I hate it if it has meat in it. And my family makes a stir fry. They made a stir fry once when I got home, and I've been looking forward to it because I was like, oh, stir fry. Then I realized quickly, we have different definitions of stir fry. They do it with meat. And they made it, and I kind of sat there and looked at it, and I tried it. I don't know what type. It was like some sausage. I tried it, and it was it was some sweet sausage, and they really liked it, and I spit it out. I did not like it. And I kind of just picked it all out off to the side, but like, you know how when you put meat in something, like the food soaks up its juices. So I kind of just was like, I don't want this. So now whenever they make stir fry when I'm home, it's vegetable stir fry. Because I've point blank, because they've learned very quickly that I'm not going to eat it if it has meat. Because I like veggie stir fry. And this is coming from somebody who absolutely loves meat. Yeah, I don't know why, it's just stir fry. Whenever I have stir fry, I want it to be veggie.
Quickly, I'm going to list off some vegetables. Tell me if you like them.
Okay.
Is this for the Koi?
No, this is not for the... I really wish you would have forgotten about that. Damn it.
We're not going to forget that he loves curry. It's written on his phone.
I have it on my phone, I have it on my phone, and I have it recorded.
We have it on recording. Dude, when she actually makes us the curry, we're going to have to, like, post it on her Twitter or something. Be like, look, she did it. Dude, I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, these got to make us curry. Like, even I haven't forgotten about it.
I still need to have some roommates taste it. They're definitely not test subjects.
They're the guinea pigs. Her roommates don't know this, but they are the guinea pigs. They are tasting starter curries. We'll get the good curry. They get this is the first time I'm making curry.
Yeah, so far, I've made 4 different dishes, and there has not been any leftovers. So I think they like my cooking.
They'd be insane not to. Speaking of which, you will be the cook.
Had a feeling. Okay, the vegetables that I need to list off. Red bell pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of peppers, but you'll probably make them in a way I like.
Most vegetables I don't like on their own, but if they're in soup, I'll...
Yeah, I won't eat them on their own. Unless it's broccoli. I love broccoli on its own. What's with the faces?
I don't like the top.
I have to have it cooked. I have to have broccoli cooked. I can't eat it by itself.
I mean actually like cooked broccoli. It's just I'll eat it like in a bowl on its own. I'm not eating raw broccoli. Ew, cold broccoli? Hell no.
Okay, making sure.
Also like cooked spinach, not salad spinach. Cooked.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I like spinach in a salad.
Blech. I am not a rabbit. I will not eat salads. I want you to know that now.
Yeah, before I list off the rest of the vegetables, these are all being cooked together. It's a type of Italian dish.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so add to red bell pepper, red potatoes.
Yep.
I've never had a red potato.
It's pretty much the same as normal potatoes. It has a little bit more starch within them, so.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll try it.
Zucchini.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow squash.
Mm-hmm.
And eggplant.
I don't think I've ever had eggplant.
No, neither have I.
Yeah. Do you have any guesses as to what dish this is?
Ratatouille?
Ratatouille.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'll say it's got to be Ratatouille because you were talking about how, because we mentioned when we were talking about Ratatouille how delicious it looks. And you were like, I'm going to make you guys Ratatouille because Shioda, by the way, make a note that she owes us Ratatouille as well.
No.
He's pulling out a song. He's typing it. He owes curry and Ratatouille. Yes. Score. You already said that you would make it for me.
Muse owes us Ratatouille.
You said that you would make it for me. And then, we were like, oh, we should bring it to Shioda because Shioda also likes Ratatouille.
Curious. I'm going to be regretting this, but Wolf, do you remember the other item I promised?
More of your Ukrainian cookies?
That's funny. Whenever it comes to food, Wolf has a great memory.
Dude, I can't remember what I did in class yesterday, but I can remember that you owe me curry, Ratatouille, and Ukrainian cookies.
Yeah, no, when it comes to other stuff, he has to make a bunch of sticky notes and put them all over the place because he has horrible memory. But no, when it comes to food,
like my daily medication, I have to move it every day. I put it next to my contacts so I remember I have to take it. I can't remember to take it daily. But food.
okay, so now I know I might as well have like 2 of the parties that I did for winter over the summer so I can serve you guys.
I mean,
it'll be easier that way.
By then we'll have the vaccine so we can actually hang out in person with each other and be a little more chill.
I'm actually qualified to get the vaccine. I'm just trying to find a place that will schedule me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're an essential worker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So far, the testing sites I know of is there's one in Winston-Salem, Raleigh, the Bojangles Coliseum. There's one in South Carolina. My school actually is one now.
My school is too. My school is approved, but I have to wait because, students. We're considered students.
Yeah, no. Because of the job I have, I don't qualify, but like a bunch, my roommate, the one that works at the bookstore, she's qualified to get it. As well as 2 other so half of us will be qualified to get the vaccine.
Alien got it yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, Alien is planning on actually coming up to see me in a month since she's going to have the second vaccine in the first week of next month. So that'll be nice.
Good. That'll be nice. Yeah, you guys can hang out. That's fine.
Yeah, she and I think, are just going to go in a hotel just so it's still like I don't have her coming into my roommate.
Yeah, distance. Just to be safe. Yeah, because Alien's another, essential worker. Because she works somewhere similar to Panda and Shiota.
So literally the same place as me.
They all work at the same place, just different locations.
We all work for the same company, just me and Alien
work at the same place.
Location.
Yeah. But yes, Alien got the vaccine. My grandmother got the vaccine as well. She got it yesterday. So that was, or Wednesday. So that was nice as well.
I think my mom got it today.
That's good. Yeah, she would qualify. No one else in my family qualifies, so we all have to wait. Mm-hmm. Which sucks because what irritates me is, so I have asthma, but I'm not really concerned about myself. My dad has severe asthma. Like severe. Mm-hmm. He uses his inhaler from the moment he wakes up, like a couple times every hour. That's severe. Gets walking pneumonia every fall, every winter, every spring. They don't consider so COVID focuses on your lungs. It attacks your breathing. Asthma involves your breathing. You'd think, people with asthma should be like put on the list of like people to get it first. No. People with asthma are getting it last with everyone else. Because they're like, it's not a big enough population. And it's just asthma. Like, you have an inhaler. It's like, it affects your breathing, though.
Jesus,
like, an inhaler only does so much to help that. Like, I don't care. Yes, I have asthma, but it's not as bad as my dad. And I would love it if my dad got the shot because he's considered a slightly essential worker because he's a nuclear engineer. So he actually has to go to his work because he has to go to the lab. So it's like, could he at least get it? But because he's not considered a 100% essential worker.
Me, my brother, and my dad all classify as essential workers.
My dad's a somewhat essential worker. And because it's that somewhat classification, it excludes him from the essential worker thing. And because asthma isn't put on the mandatory health factors list, despite the fact that asthma affects breathing and COVID affects breathing. I want to meet whoever made this list and like slap them in the face because they are really stupid. But yeah, so I'm a little upset that my dad isn't getting it because he has to actually go to work like once or twice every week. And he's got this severe asthma. If he got COVID, the doctors at point blank said, if you get COVID, it will kill you. Like, they point blank told him, because he has to be the most careful out of all of us. They told me if I got COVID, I'd basically be on a respirator. I'd be on a breathing machine. Like, it'd be detrimental if I got it. Which is why I'm trying to be super careful, too. But yeah, apparently, the country does not believe it's that important and does not place it in the necessary medical conditions. So, yeah. Which is stupid. I do think it's because people with asthma are only a small population. And it's something that you can grow into and out of. You can, like, I was tested for asthma when I was in elementary school. Didn't have it. Got tested again in high school after I had an asthma attack. And we had no idea what it was, except for my dad recognized it and gave me his inhaler. And then we went to the doctor. They're like, yeah, no, you have asthma now. And I was like, great. Great.
I remember that time.
I was like, great, yeah. Yeah, Muse remembers. Muse remembers me finding out I had asthma.
Yeah. I definitely didn't set it off.
She set it off. I'd already been diagnosed, but I was newly diagnosed and I was just getting used to carrying my inhaler around. Thank God I had it on me that day. She set it off. She basically made me laugh so hard. When I laugh super hard, I cough. And unfortunately, when I cough, half the time I cough, I just can't catch my breath, and it does trigger the asthma. And yeah, she set it off. It was so great. Oh, it's such love.
If it makes you feel better, I was laughing so hard I could barely breathe myself.
Dude, we were both laughing so hard we were basically crying.
Oh, no, we both were. We had the adults, because we were in the cafeteria, and there's always has to be adults in the cafeteria to monitor. They looked at us, and were like, what is wrong?
And they're like, are you guys okay? And we were like, we're just laughing, because we were like both hunched over. It looked like we were like crying or something. And we looked up, and we had like tears streaming down our faces, and we were just like kept like cracking up. And they were like, okay. And they just kind of walked off, and we just looked at each other and started laughing even harder.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was great.
Do you remember in high school when back when we actually had lunch together, and back when we actually ate lunch? But do you remember, I think it was in our sophomore year, 10th grade? So we were sitting down, and somebody had put their backpack on one of the seats. And we were kind of like, we don't know whose backpack this is. But so our lunch periods are like 20, 25 minutes long. They're really short. And we had already been waiting in line to get our food for like 10 minutes. Because it's not a big cafeteria, and there's a lot of people in the cafeteria. So yeah, we waited for like 10 minutes. No one showed up for the backpack. So we were like, well, we sit here every day. So we just moved it. I think I moved it over one seat, and then Alien picked up the bag and moved it against the wall. The owner of the backpack shows up in the last like 5 minutes of lunch. It was this girl, and she was like, "Who the hell moved my backpack?" Came over to us because we were sitting where her backpack was. I was sitting in the exact chair where her backpack was. Came over to us, was like spitting in our face, was like, "Who moved my backpack? Who moved my backpack?" Which, it's a backpack, hun, like, chill. Because I remember Bookworm was like trying to get you, you and Bookworm was trying to get Ellie to calm down, and like I think someone else, you guys were like trying to get them to stay down because they started trying to like get out of their chairs to like get in her face, and because she was looking at you and me because I think we were sitting where her backpack was, and I was kind of like, I'm the one that moved it. So I looked at her, I was like, I moved it. Like, I waited 10 minutes. You never showed up. Like, it doesn't claim a seat, claim a table. Like, so we sat down to eat lunch, and it's, 5 minutes to the end of lunch. I mean, it makes sense that you don't have a seat. So, yeah, I moved it. I moved it over to the wall, which I actually had in LA, and I moved it over to the wall. But, also, I'll bite the bullet.
We tend to do that where we will bite the bullet to cover someone else.
No, it's friendship. But yeah, so by this point I had stood up so I could be talking to her face. I swear to God, she was so prissy over it. She was literally in my face, like spitting in my face, like, you want to go, you want to fight? How dare you move my backpack? How dare you touch my stuff? Like, how dare you? Like, my backpack was here, you should have just left it. I was kind of like, I think by this point I wasn't even really looking at her. I was kind of looking around the cafeteria because by this point other people were, yes, it's so cute. Shiota sent us a picture of super cute plushies. They're adorable. But
that's not fair.
Already I'm going to get the Skull Bunny one. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Solid Team's gone. Plus it's Easter and Skull Bunny's a fucking bunny. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, by this point, I was looking around the cafeteria, and I think what like half the cafeteria was watching us at this point, because she was like shouting about how dare you move my bag, how dare you touch my stuff. And I'm just like, it literally, guys, it moved 5 feet. It was moved from the chair to the wall. It was moved 5 feet. She was like, how dare you touch my stuff? How dare you put it on the floor? I was like, where was I supposed to put it? She was like, you want to go? She was, you know what? I thought she was going to punch me. I was kind of just waiting. I was kind of like waiting to like try and defend myself. And by this point, half the cafeteria was watching us, because I actually saw a few of my classmates and my neighbors watching us, and I kind of just like shrugged at them like, I didn't do this, so I don't know what's going on. And the security, the staff that was there, like the security officer and stuff, they were kind of watching us too, waiting to see if a fight would break out. And then a classmate of mine, who I have had as a classmate, had in one of my classes like every single year since 6th grade, who I was actually tutoring in our civics and economics class that year, comes over, happens to know the girl and be friends with her, grabs her by her shoulders and is like, it's just a backpack, like, this is stupid, you shouldn't fight about this, and steers her away. And I was just like, nice. I just got up there and I went, thanks, man, see you in civics and economics later. And he was like, I got you. I was like, thanks, dude. I swear, nice. Dude, the rest of that lunch, because you know what was really messed up? So we sat at the table. The table right next to us was completely empty. She and her friends could have just sat there, but she was like, no, how dare you move my backpack from the table? Like, I claimed that table. We were like, you didn't. Plus, we sat at that table because, Muse, your scoliosis, like, the tables were put really close together, so it would have been really hard for you to get, like, down the tiny little gap to get into the other table.
Yeah, with that in my CP, I always, like, in classrooms or even there, I sit on the very ends just because it's much easier.
Yeah, so, the table we always sit at was on the end, so it could make it easier on you, so it was like we had a valid excuse for it. Like, we're not just claiming the table. Oh, we sit here every day. It was we sit here every day because we kind of need to. And the table right next to us was completely empty. They could have sat there. They did sit there the last 5 minutes of lunch after they stormed off. Spent the entire 5 minutes trash talking us and glaring at us. Literally. Yep. I swear, we were cracking. I would like to point out, we were cracking up. This was before Shiota got introduced to our group. But we were cracking up because we thought it was hilarious that she got back. She was going to fight me over a backpack.
Yeah, a lot of things happened before you joined.
Yes.
Wait, did you join? You joined us junior year, I thought.
He joined us junior year. He met us junior year. You didn't become an official Misfit until you went off to college.
Yeah, I was. Not officially until what? Freshman year of college.
Yeah, I graduated.
No, not even then.
No, but like that summer.
No, Thanksgiving. Friendsgiving?
Yeah.
We had for Thanksgiving, we will get together sometimes for a Friendsgiving. We voted Shiota in as an official Misfit. And literally, it was a vote. We went all in favor of Shiota being an official Misfit, say aye, and all like aye, and then all opposed. And no one opposed it, obviously, because you are a misfit.
I was a misfit in high school, but not like officially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you were a misfit, like an unofficial misfit. Like we had already added you to the group chat and everything, and we were like, we might as well make it official. It's formalities.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I was put in the group chat until like afterwards.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the group chat with y'all in high school.
Oh, no, yeah. We were texting you though. We were texting you and you were hanging out with us at like the summer parties and things.
Oh, it was mostly alien just because of convenience, because we were going to the same college.
Yeah. We put you in the group chat for that same year of Friendsgiving because that was also second time we had the Misfit Christmas party. So with that, we needed to include you because we had the Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm. We included you because we wanted to make sure everyone who was getting a Secret Santa got it. Plus, because it's potlucks. We need to make sure that everybody would bring a certain thing and nobody would like bring double of that thing. Yeah. So it was also it was for convenience. But at that point it was like you were a misfit. So and then our vote was just a formality, I guess.
I just realized we've done it 6 years in a row now.
What, the Christmas party? Yeah, it's a tradition, dude.
Yeah, no, time is not a thing with me right now, because, like, I'm realizing I have to get a full-time job by Christmas, because I'm going to be out. You're going to school.
I'm going to get my master's, yes, but I also have to get a job. Because because I have to help pay my portion of.
Yeah, but you're not getting a full-time job.
No, it's a part-time job. But I'm doing school full-time.
Yeah.
I'm doing school full-time. I was originally going to do it part-time, but it's just faster because I can complete my master's degree within a year and a half. Like, not even a full 2 years. I can complete it within a year and a half. Which is great because then that's less money I have to pay. Also, if I did it part-time, I would have wound up paying a lot more. So it was just worth it to do it full-time, but I have to get a part-time job.
Yeah.
I need to start looking for a job, but first I finally finalized and compiled a list of like the 2/3 master's programs I'm going to be applying to. So now I need to I have to write a statement of purpose for them, and then I have to formally do all that. I think I'm gonna make a note to start writing the statement of purpose next week. I was gonna write it this week, but then I got my psychology paper, and I was like, I want to do that instead.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Wait. Why is that a thing? God, I have to. Towards the end of the month, I have to have a written resume and a symposium application written up. Because I have because I have my I have my midterm that same week. No, I have my midterm on the 31st, where it determines whether or not I stay in the program.
Well, that's not stress at all.
I'll say are we gonna see you that week, or you should probably go radio silent that week?
You're going to see me one. The problem is there's nothing to study for. With that, it's just like my artwork is what will speak for me on whether or not I stay in.
Would you like us to help you, like, prejudge your artwork?
Yes, probably. I'm just so
we can do that. We can prejudge your artwork.
I mean, just so worried about it.
Devil's advocate here, like, you're all kind of the artist of the group, so
she is the physical artist.
Are you trying to start up your car, Wolf?
Shut up. I think we've agreed. You're better at ceramics and metalwork and all that, like the physical aspect of things, and I'm better at sketching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Although I did hand sketch, like the postcard that I sent to you is like my own hand sketched. So I hope you like it. I sent a photo of it to Shiota.
Dude, I'm so excited! I'm getting a postcard! I can't. I'm going to. Oh my god! I'm gonna like sprint to my mailbox on Monday and look for it. And if it's not there, I'm gonna sprint to my mailbox on Tuesday because it's advising day, and because I'm graduating, I don't have any advising appointments.
Yeah, it should come in Monday or Tuesday because it was sent out today.
I'm gonna like sprint to my mailbox. Like, the only time I'll ever sprint for anything is friends and food. The two Fs.
Yeah, for once you're sprinting for the P.
Muse. Think before you speak. Did that sentence sound right in your head, or did you just speak? Oh my gosh.
He's sprinting for the postcard instead of food or friends. There.
It is foods, though. Or it is friends, I mean. It's not food. You can't. Don't eat the postcard. It is friends, though, because a friend sent it. Yeah, please don't eat the postcard. Don't eat postcards, folks.
Yeah, like, I get it's paper, but this one has Sharpie on it, so please don't eat it.
Oh, I won't promise.
Yeah, but this is what happens when we don't have podcasts, Mom.
Hey, it could be a lot worse.
Well, yeah, it's true. We're actually doing pretty decent.
I'm not going to test it.
Don't test it.
Yeah, that's not.
You're gonna soak into it.
But we'll just see where it goes. But anyways, Muse, let's talk Muggy.
Oh yes. Yeah, so, fun.
How much aspect?
I mean, just what you your impression so far and what we just watched last night.
I'd like to point out whatever they watched last night was still on their mind, because when I was doing the psychology thing with Shiota, he literally said words that related to it.
Yeah, no, he said dragon and then he said Jin, and it's like, Magi. There he goes. Todd. Okay, again, I still love Sinbad's adventures over the Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Yeah, I still prefer it, but I am like the first 8 episodes. It was like, okay, this isn't as good. it's definitely has stepped up a lot more. But
Yeah, it kind of for the first 8 episodes, it kind of drags, but it ramps. As you can tell from the recent arc, it amps up.
oh yeah, no. I was the one. Usually it's Shielded that clicks next episode. I was the one, but the last like where I immediately am like clicking skip intro. Let's go.
I caught you out on it.
Spams button.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like we do Netflix party, and we were both like, "Oh man, it's Maji time. Let's go! Time for the epic battle."
Oh wow.
I mean, considering I've already watched the series, I know what's gonna happen, and it still gets me hyped.
Oh yeah, no, that was just like
That's how you know it's a good show, though. When you still get excited for it, and you go
Yeah.
back and we'll rewatch it.
yeah, no. Once Aladdin got the eye, it's like, oh shit, it is about to go down.
Yeah. And like we'll try to keep as spoiler friendly as possible, but
Yeah.
still
Okay,
fair warning.
Yeah, I do have to say I am so like I'm sad that he can't see his friend anymore. But at the same time, he made new friends.
I'm trying to. Wait, are we talking about Aladdin or are we talking about Alibaba?
Aladdin.
Okay, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it was only that one friend. Yes, that one friend has been with him for a while.
Like through his creation.
Yeah, fair. Again, as someone who has looked through the manga and watched the anime, I know things that Muse obviously doesn't. So I'm just going to
Yeah.
casually nod my head and say, mm-hmm.
Wolf, who hasn't watched Magi? I tried to get into it. It's like you said, the first couple episodes dragged, and I just never watched it again.
Yeah, no, it's again, once you get past that first 8, it's all of a sudden you're just clicking next episode.
Yeah, it really ramps up.
I'll watch it again. I have other things I need to watch first.
It really ramps up once Sinbad is introduced.
Yeah, I definitely was not fangirling over Margiana in the intro.
You totally wasn't one.
Okay, she looks so beautiful and elegant and sexy in that new intro with this dance scene.
Can I just point out that it sounded like instead of fangirl, you said finger girl?
Oh shit!
I felt really bad. I felt like I pointed it out, but it sounded like I heard that instead of fangirl.
Should've please tell me you heard fangirl.
And we have evolved in the madness, ladies and gentlemen.
Be careful of your asthma.
I don't have my head around me either. It's in the other room. Okay, guys, I'm recording this in the bathroom right now. It's technically there is an inhaler under the sink, but my other 2 inhalers are in my bedroom. I should be fine. I'm sorry, that's what I heard though. I was so confused. I was like, that's how Shiona was like, oh yeah, I totally feel like I knew you would fangirl over that. I was like, oh, that's what she said. I was like, I did not hear that.
God damn.
I mean, it did sound like it though, is the thing.
Anyways, I'm kind of curious. Like, what is it that Labyrinth is missing that Sinbad had? Out of curiosity.
I guess like the lighter mood overall, and like with Sinbad's story, it was always like him like convincing others to follow into his dream, and like it was that, and always like the lighthearted jokes behind it. Like Labyrinth just doesn't have that. This is a much more serious series.
Yeah,
Which I understand, and it's a whole nother animal with that. We are starting to get a little bit of like the joking aspect and likeness from Sinbad, him in it, but nowhere near to now, because again, he's like 10 years older.
Yeah, I mean, considering, like, I will agree with you, Labyrinth is a little bit more dramatic, considering there was like a flipping uprising. And I get that there wasn't really any walls in Adventures of Sinbad.
Yeah, and it was just like a whole lot more magical aspect behind Sinbad.
It's ironic that you say that, considering the main protagonist is a little
Literally uses
magician.
magic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's ironic. That's very ironic.
Yeah, I just like the beauty aspect of it is much more magical behind it. Like much more vibrant colors and like the art style. Like I get it. They're in with Labyrinth. They're in like these cities, and like you can't really make cities that elegant that much. And like I do like the aspect where like the slums look like the slums, and they have this extravagant palace at the very top of the hill. Like I do like that aspect and the art with all of that. But again, it's like it's just a much more serious series. It looks like though it's going to be starting to get a little bit lighter now with that new intro they were showing.
Yeah, okay, so typically how you would watch it is Labyrinth, Kingdom, then Sinbad, but I just wanted it was just kind of an experiment on my part, because like I'd like to do things in chronological order.
Mm-hmm.
So Sinbad, then Labyrinth, then Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely am glad you are showing me it in that order versus Labyrinth first, because if we did Labyrinth first, I feel like I just wouldn't have been on board as much.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Sinbad's supposed to be this amazing, wondrous tale of Sinbad, Conqueror of the Seven Seas and whatnot, but like this is a little bit more grounded and a little bit obviously more dramatic, because like we don't know these characters. We don't know what their motivations, we don't know their history.
Well, now we do.
Well, yeah, now we do. Right. Yeah, we know. Well, I know Aladdin. You don't. But Alibaba and Morgana. Morgiana.
Well, I think you would like Morgiana.
I'm gonna Google.
Oh, she is like the biggest badass ever, where she won't take shit and she actually scares Sinbad. Like I think that's still my favorite part, where like in the first episode or two, where Sinbad is in this and he's like
bad mouthing Alibaba, and she just like opens the door and like the door's busted, the floors.
No, not that one, where he's like, here, you go back inside. I just don't want you get hurt. After all, you're a female or whatnot. And she like doesn't move or whatever, and he's like, yes, ma'am.
She's a flipping funnelist, which it's a technical term, but yeah, she's a flipping funnelist. I mean, come on. He literally one of his bodyguards is of the same race as Hall. He should know.
Yeah, and even though he is stronger than her,
Oh yeah.
she's already like kicked through bodies with her
Well,
bare feet.
in Sinbad's defense, he doesn't have any of his things.
Still, even if he had his things, she is so fast and she's very intimidating.
I mean, I'm not arguing with you there because I do agree.
Yeah, no, again, I just find it funny where he's like so macho and yes, ma'am.
I mean, it's one of those situations.
It was the best. Like, Wolf, I can't wait. If you get back into this, I can't wait to when you tell me you've seen that scene, just because it's the best. Yeah, but if you couldn't tell, she's my favorite out of the three.
Yeah, I kind of figured when you were going nuts over that battle with the apes.
Okay, that was so cool. Otherwise, you know my other favorite character.
Sinbad?
No. No, not in this series.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. I actually don't.
I made comments about him.
You made a comment. You made comments about a lot of people, hon.
I'll get rid of. It's not Aladdin.
Alibaba?
Nope.
Ugo? Wait, no, Judo.
Mm-hmm.
There we are. Why is it always the bad boys, honey? Why is it always the bad boys? Do we have an intervention?
Why is it always the good boys with you?
Bad boys are hot.
Like, come on! He has a really good body, and I just... Okay, I have a thing for guys with longer hair. I'm sorry. I have a thing for guys...
I wouldn't say most of the people I simp after are good guys. Most of them are cold-hearted assassins.
Okay, Nagi-san is still a good... He was fighting for his friends.
He's still a natural-born killer, honey.
Yes, but he was fighting for his friends. He is naturally a good guy. Compared to Karma, he's more of a bad guy.
Yes, I am aware. I've watched the series and it emotionally scarred me.
Oh, trust me, same. I'm still more for Karma. I also might have a thing for orange heads, redheads.
Yes, and I have a thing for blue hairs and silver hairs. We are aware of this.
Yeah. Rat and cat. We're incredibly aware of this.
Hey, but yeah, going back to the chronological thing, like one thing I would low key enjoy doing with the Misfits one point is playing through the whole Life is Strange series in order. Which, like, it's kind of a pricey and time-consuming thing to do, but for me, it would be a science experiment to see how you would react to how playing chronologically would affect your answers. It's something that I have on the bucket list for either, say, Twitch or YouTube, whatever we decide to do.
It'll probably be a YouTube one.
Yeah,
just out of fear of... There's only certain games, unfortunately, you can stream on Twitch successfully. Mm-hmm. It'll probably be a YouTube exclusive. Honestly, I'm saving a lot of the YouTube exclusives right now for later in the year for specific reasons, which we will not mention on the podcast yet, but that we... the thing.
Well, is it possible for you to disconnect and come back? You're very, very choppy.
Let me come back then. Yeah, am I better?
For now.
But
Do you want to?
what?
Yeah. Do you want to repeat what you were saying?
No, I was saying I'm saving a lot of the of like certain games for like later in the year for later in the year for the specific reasons. Not any that we're going to mention currently, but for the plan. Because then it would be easier for us to like hook up our laptop to a TV or something and play the game on the TV and have all of us just be in the same room.
Yeah, that definitely would be a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like we could probably actually like get a mic or something and hook it up. Or just leave the laptop unplugged, find a way to like get a mic or something and hook it up. So then it's just like where all of us can like talk and it's picked up by the mic. Because then it'd be easier, especially like Detroit Become Human and the Life is Strange games. Just because then we can all play it and see it.
Yeah.
I want to say for both Detroit and for Life is Strange, I'm just gonna be the person in the back of your head. I'm just gonna be the voice in the back of your head, sowing doubts into your minds.
As usual.
Or into whoever's playing. Yeah, sowing doubts into whoever's playing. But yeah, you evil.
It's just like a choice, like make your own adventure games. That I am very fascinated with because, like, again, I'm a type of person that likes to dive into the what ifs. What if this happens? What if that happens? Just like this divulging streams of where it goes.
Yeah, I've learned that from you.
It's just such a fascinating concept. I'm sorry.
No, it is. It is. It's just you and I have gone down that rabbit hole a few times.
Oh, fuck yeah, you're right.
We've done that a few times. Where it's like, okay, let's go to bed. Hold on. Let's quickly talk about this at 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
and we look at the clock and it's 4.
Yeah, we go all the way down to Wonderland.
AKA whenever we play, whatchamacallit, Stardew. Speaking of which, are we playing Stardew after the podcast? Yes? Great.
I might have to do it a little bit later because I'm going grocery shopping with my roommates at 8:30.
Okay, that's fine. Shioda and I can start, and then you can join us later.
Yeah, I'll probably be able to join at 10.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just doing the Monster Hunter thing.
Yeah.
And then
I need help on my map.
For the winter market. I need to catch a blobfish as well.
Yeah, we've been trying to get Wolf to 100%, so he can get the statue of true perfection, which every day spawns a prismatic shard.
Yes.
Which is honestly dumb. And I have one secret. After we get 100%, I have one secret. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I think you two will love it.
Can I just say, I still can't believe I got 3 dino eggs in the same exact level. Like, one level. It was just, I killed 3 dinosaurs back to back, and it was like, drop an egg, drop an egg, drop an egg. And it's like,
that's dumb. Dinosaurs are so hard to get. You have Roberto. You have Roberto's luck, like, lingering over you or something.
It's just like, because on Wolf's map, we spent like a full year in the game trying to get the damn egg to a point where we just gave up and went to the crane machine to get it.
Yeah, because you can get it from I think you can get one only once per save file from the crane machine.
Yeah, and it's like, there were times where I was trying to help Wolf, and it's like, I killed 15 dinosaurs and got nothing. It's just for some reason.
We were at the Skull Cavern every single day, and we managed to make it down to dinosaur floors a couple of times. And we killed, like 5 dinosaurs or something one time, and we only got bones. It was like serious.
Yeah, and I'm here all of a sudden. It's like 3 dino eggs, and it's like, okay. I was able to turn one into mayonnaise, turn one into Gunther, and now I have the one where I'm going to be hatching in the coop.
Oh shit, that was perfect.
Yeah, it was so perfect. So now all I need to turn in is either 5 Gold Star Ancient Fruits or a Gold Star Void Fish. That's all I need now.
Nice.
Yeah, then I can finally open the movie theater. Like, okay, honestly, I need y'all's help on my map at some point.
Yeah, we can take a day and do that.
I thought I turned my point.
So, there's something I want to ask you guys, because when I was watching Pokemon Johnny's audio, I had
Muse is looking at her phone. Yeah! She gotta look at your phone! I just found that and it was, I don't know, I found it funny.
bad, Wolf, bad. Go to your corner.
That should not be a thing.
Okay, so for reference, somebody took all the evolution plushies and like cut off tiny pieces of each of them and then sewed them into one plushie. So it's like a mismatch of all the evolutions. And then somebody drew it in the style of, so for Full Metal Alchemist, let's just say it's what you're thinking of. It's the little girl that's a dog. Somebody drew it in that style, and then it has Professor Oak as the father and Ash as Edward.
Yeah.
I just found it. I thought it was hilarious.
That needs to burn and die.
Oh, I know. It's
that is
horrible.
one of the surefire ways to trigger any anime fan.
I know.
But anyways, going back to what I was saying before Wolf showed me that abomination.
Oh wait, that was Wolf and not you?
No. Honey! I would hope you would have more. I would think you would have.
I was more shocked because I thought it was you.
No, I hate that. It's what. Anyways,
It was
back to what I was
evil
saying.
thing.
Back to what I was saying earlier. And Muse, you may need help on this one. So while I was watching Pokemon Journeys, I had a thought, and I want to hear what you guys think, or what you would choose. If we lived in a Pokemon world, which I know a lot of us would like to, and you were a gym leader, what type would you have? What would your team be, and what would your ace be?
Jesus Christ, dude, you're asking a lot. Oh, shoot.
You can go on it, you can look, you can... Like, it has to be a mono team, because every gym is mono. Yes, you can look it up.
I have to.
That's why I said you may need help on this one.
I'm gonna look
And it
up
can
and
be-
see if one of my
It can be-
types are
okay.
babies.
Okay, here is the preambles. It can be any... What the fuck is that?
That's a blender. Somebody's using a blender in our kitchen. Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Okay, so here are the preambles. It can be any region, but if you put any region, but if you pick Gallo, you have to do you can only do Gigantamax. Like, you would have to only be able to choose one Gigantamax Pokemon. If you're in Alola, you have to have one Z power move. Anything else can be Mega Evolution. And this is if you are like the 8th gym leader. The very final one.
Jesus Christ. Let me look.
Because, so again, the reason why I was doing this is because I was watching Pokemon Journeys and Ash was battling one of the Gallo gym leaders. So I'm just very curious, and obviously, you can't have like a god or something of that sort. Like,
So no gods.
yeah, no. Oh, okay.
No, I think no gods is a good rule.
Yeah, legend. Again, the legendary thing is a bunch of BS, and I will debate that for days. Just don't have like if you're ground type Gym Leader, don't have fucking ground on.
I've got to look.
I expected this to be a little bit challenging, so go ahead, look, because you need to bring up like six Pokemon, with one being a flipping ace. So I understand, and it's gonna take you a little while.
And it has to be of one type as well.
Yeah.
Can it be like half of that type, or is it like purely that type?
Purely that, like, don't be Rhyhorn and have like a Sandstorm team. Like, it has to be like.
Okay, but like, let's say if you pick fire, could it be fire as well as like
It can
would be fire and electric?
Yeah, it can be a dual type. Just it has to have that specific type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying like you have to have like only pure water types or fire types.
Okay, that's a little easier.
I'm not that harsh. Also, that's literally impossible.
Oh gosh. And one of them has to be able to Dimax or whatever.
Oh, like, okay, so like your A, like if like your ace would have to either be Gigantamax, a ball, have a Mega Evolution, or what have you. Like if you're in Gallo, your ace would be able to Gigantamax, because every trainer aside from Pierce, Gigantamax is their ace.
Okay, let me write these down.
I'm sorry this is difficult, but I've been meaning to ask you guys this, just because I am very curious of your answers. And I'm trying
I've done
to...
this before where I've tried to like make a team. I actually do have one. I'm just trying to make sure that they're. Well, I'm trying.
But is it mono?
I mean, it's one. It's all one type. It's just half that type, half another. Just let me find them all.
You know what? I shouldn't be looking at the Gallo decks. Pretty much because some of them will cut. And you can pick like Johto and have someone from Alola, or be an Alola and have someone from.
Oh my god! What on
Panda.
earth is with? I'm sorry, they're cooking right now. Let me just mute myself in OBS.
Yeah, just pause the recording so you guys have time to
Okay, hey, so we paused the recording briefly so we could take time to make lists. Muse will go first because she has to bounce. She has to go grocery shopping. So, Muse.
Yeah, I'm a real adult. I swear.
I am too. I was supposed to go grocery shopping today.
I work at a grocery store. I'm fine.
I was supposed to go grocery shopping today, but I didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go tomorrow or Sunday.
Okay. The Pokemon team, if I was a gym leader, I went with Dark type. So Galarian region, and my team would have Umbreon, Thievul, Leopard, Bisharp, Tyranitar, and Zoroark.
Okay.
And Tyranitar is the only one that can mega evolve or do any of that.
The only problem of having Tyranitar on that team, which that's a fine team. Yeah.
The ability Sandstorm. You would have to either send that out last or send it out first and hope that Sandstorm dies down fairly quick.
Yeah. More than likely, it'll be my last one. It would have him as my rear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if my main one, I probably would have Thievul as being my go-to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, have fun shopping.
Yay, spend money on a bunch of food.
Yeah. Bye, Muse.
Bye.
Okay, Wolf, go ahead, do yours, because I'm gonna go into a whole backstory.
Oh boy, Shioda's got a history lesson for us. I just chose water types. What? What's with the dirty look? Okay.
That's not it's not really a dirty look, but go ahead.
So Blastoise, because he has a Mega Evolution and a... Stop making faces! Has a Mega Evolution and it has a Gigantamax. Melodic. Primarina, which would probably be my ace because it's actually my ace on my team currently. Starmie. Gastrodon. And Empoleon, because I love Empoleon. Or Empoleon, I mean. I love Empoleon. I was going to go with a fire type. Honestly, it was between water or fire type, because I also love fire types.
Mm-hmm.
But I just... Yeah, I realized the Pokemon I kind of wanted as my mains were water.
Well, funny story, I also chose water types.
Oh my gosh! Is that faceless?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
So, for some reason, whenever the anime shows off underwater, I'm always, for some reason, always blown away by how gorgeous it looks. So I would think my guy would if I was actually fit and if I actually lived in
the real.
Are you sure about that?
I wish some Pokemon were real.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, I would either be I would either double as a professor that studied marine life, or I would be something similar to Wallace from the Hoenn region. But I would probably lean to being like a scientist, that like a marine life scientist, and like some of the people I have on my team like kind of echoes that. So I picked Gallo as well, which I'm kind of surprised that we all picked Gallo, but so one of them is Vaporeon. I've always like Vaporeon. I kind of like it that it kind of becomes water whenever it enters water. Floatzel, because he like floats on water, and like if I'm out in the middle of the sea, I can just send him up and he's just there to like rest on.
Dude, Floatzel and Vaporeon were the other two I wanted on my team.
Oh god. We were then Dugong, because I've just always loved Dugong. I'm kind of sad that they yeeted Dugong out the window for Crown Tundra, because that's like I would have. It would have.
Yeah, it would have been perfect in Crown Tundra, but
Milotic, because it's so goddamn beautiful.
We chose the same one then, yeah.
Then Lantern, because you know my love for Lantern. Also, if I'm scuba diving if I'm scuba diving, I would want to have a light, i.e. Lantern.
Practical uses.
I mean, yeah. Again, like Lantern, I find adorable. Then the ace, the one that was JKMX, is, guess what? Blastoise. Because like there's only like three Pokemon like JKMXs. Dreadnought, King Lo, who looks kind of ridiculous, and then Blastoise. Yeah, I kind of low-key expected you to go with fire with like Infernape and whatnot.
Dude, yeah, Infernape is my baby. I don't know. I wanted to like branch out and choose another one. Dude, if I had to pick one though, 1000% it would be a fire type thing. I only chose water type because I was like, oh, people would expect me to go for fire type because I love Infernape. He's my favorite.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. For me, it was in between a water type gym or any electric type gym with Toxtricity as the It would have either been JKMX Pikachu or JKMX Toxtricity.
Yeah, I was looking at electric types also.
God fucking damn it!
Oh, hey guys.
Hey Latte.
I'm gonna have to head off now.
Also, Latte's it.
Latte's been here the whole time also. Yeah, no, you can pop out, Latte. We're wrapping up.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
And on that note,
there were two of us left.
And on that note of that last note, thank you all for joining us on the kind of how should I explain this? This very ad-libbed episode of the podcast. Have a nice night. Tip your waitress.
Yep. Goodbye.